The Sermon on the Mount is often regarded as one of the most profound and revolutionary discourses ever delivered. Its teachings have resonated through the ages, transforming hearts and minds. After Jesus was baptized, he began his ministry, healing the sick and the afflicted across Galilee. His fame spreads rapidly, drawing multitudes eager to witness the miracles and hear his words. As the crowd gathers, Jesus ascends a mountainside overlooking the Sea of Galilee, a location symbolic of divine revelation. Throughout the scriptures, mountains have been places where profound spiritual insights are received. Abraham was tested on Mount Moriah, Moses received the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai, and Elijah demonstrated God's power on Mount Carmel. These mountains served as sacred spaces where heaven and earth seemed to touch. From this elevated place, Jesus begins his famous sermon with the Beatitudes. The word beatitude itself means blessedness or prosperity. Unlike the prohibitive nature of the Ten Commandments, the Beatitudes focus on what we should become rather than what we should avoid. Jesus declares, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." These statements challenge the listeners to cultivate virtues that transform their character. Consider the revolutionary nature of these teachings. In a society that often equated blessings with wealth and power, Jesus redefines true prosperity. It isn't about material possessions or social status, it's about embodying qualities like meekness, righteousness, and mercy. These attributes reflect the very essence of God's character, inviting us to become more like him. Jesus' message doesn't stop at personal transformation. He commissions his followers to impact the world around them. Through the metaphors of salt and light, he illustrates their role in society. Salt, a valuable preservative in ancient times, symbolizes the preservation of goodness and truth. Light, essential for visibility, represents the illumination of moral and spiritual darkness. Jesus urges his disciples to be beacons of hope and guidance in a world in need. Moving deeper into his sermon, Jesus clarifies his relationship with the law. He emphasizes, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets, but to fulfill." Fulfillment here means bringing the law to its intended completeness, revealing its true purpose. Through his teachings and example, Jesus shows that the law's ultimate goal is not mere obedience, but the transformation of the heart and becoming like God. Jesus intensifies the law's requirements, focusing on internal motivations rather than external actions. He addresses issues like anger, lust, and revenge, teaching that even harboring ill thoughts equates to sin. This shift from external observance to internal purity underscores the profound nature of his message. One of the most radical aspects of the Sermon on the Mount is his command to love our enemies. He instructs, "Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you." This teaching exemplifies the ultimate expression of divine love. Jesus himself demonstrated this love by healing the ear of a soldier who came to arrest him and by forgiving those who crucified him. As we journey through the Sermon on the Mount, we realize that Jesus is calling us to a higher standard of living. The pursuit of perfection, as mentioned in Matthew chapter 5, may seem daunting, but it's about striving to become whole and complete. This perfection is not an immediate state, but a lifelong journey of growth and transformation. In essence, the Sermon on the Mount is an invitation to align our lives with divine principles, to become agents of change in a world desperate for hope and light. By embracing Jesus' teachings, repenting of our shortcomings, and relying on his grace, we move closer to the ultimate goal of becoming complete in him. As Jesus bridged heaven and earth on that mountainside, he invites us to continue building that bridge in our own lives, bringing heaven's light into the darkest corners of our world.